Muscle in the Morning, and I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Friday, October 26th, 2018. Let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. This is right around the point in the season where we start hearing some of the NPC Nationals buzz starting to kick up. And one of the guys that we've got our eye on heading into the run-up for this Classic Physique Championship is 2018 Flex Lewis Classic winner, Leonard Hawkins. The real story here is with Hawkins isn't just that he's a legitimate contender for a pro card this year. It's more so the fact that he's doing this as a former top-level, national-level bodybuilder who took 8 years off from training completely before he decided to make a run at Classic Physique this season. So now that he's got the mojo flowing in his direction, I think it would make for a cool end-of-the-year story to see this guy come full circle and punch his ticket to the pros down in Miami. Back in his heyday with the LA Lakers, Shaquille O'Neal once famously said, "I got hurt on company time, so I'll get fixed on company time." But luckily for his fans, first-year Olympia All-Star Charles Griffen doesn't seem like he shares the same feelings as the big Aristotle. This week we saw some new updates from the Griffin camp as they try to slowly start working themselves back up to full strength following hernia surgery 2 weeks ago. If there's ever been a good time for an injury or a surgery to happen, a month after opening up some eyes at your debut trip to the Olympia is probably it. So once he's all healed up and can get back to doing what he does best, hopefully we'll see a few new additions when construction starts to get going in 2019. Unless you're one of the 6 Sacramento Kings fans on the planet who don't currently live within the city limits, you probably won't be heading out to the Golden State's capital to check out a sporting event anytime soon. But if you have a few airline miles stocked up and some free time, next weekend you might have a good time going to check out men's physique star Dean Balabis put his talents on display again out at the Sacramento Pro. This week we saw the 3-time Olympian put out a short clip from a morning shoulder session as he puts the finishing touches on a little more than a week out from his contest. At his best, Balabus is a guy who's more than capable of taking out everyone in the lineup. So if he comes in ready to roll, I'd expect to see him up there in the first call out, trying to fight it out for a top spot. At different points throughout the year, we always hit a point where there's a new it girl burning up the bikini division. And for a while, during that early May-June period, I'm not sure if there was a hotter name in the division than 23-year-old breakout star Dara Diaz. A few days ago, we saw the rookie sensation trickle out a new update to show off some of the solid early season conditioning she's been hanging on to. Even at this point in her career, it feels like Diaz has a huge upside that we haven't even scratched the surface of yet. And assuming she stays on track, 2019 could end up being a huge year for Darah Diaz. I can tell you from experience, one of the hardest things to do in life is to try to pick yourself up after you've dumped your heart and soul into something and still ended up coming up just a little bit short in the end. That's why I have to give an official Palumbo salute to my old buddy, George Peterson, now that he's back on the grind again. Almost 2 months removed from his second straight top 3 Olympia finish, the man who could lay claim to having the best back in the Classic Physique division is finally starting to get his groove on. Peterson is a guy who is seriously capable of winning any show in the world on any given night. And after seeing what Sean Roden did at that same Olympia this year, all I can say is keep the dream alive. Eventually those dreams do come true. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo reminding you to always be true to your passions and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.